2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
A subway system in Manhattan, part of the experience here in New York. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and two Hall of Famers, Doris Burke here at the table, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. Sexton and Osman on the perimeter. The duo inside, Love and Thompson. And it's Garland in at the point guard. And for the Knicks, it's Randall and Robinson at the 4 and the 5. Barrett and Knox are the wingmen. And it's Smith in at the 1. Difficult stretch for these two teams. As a player, Doris, do you change your approach when you're in the midst of a losing streak?
Yeah, I think one of the biggest challenges when you're losing is to remain confident in your abilities, to trust your process, to understand you've put in the requisite work, and sometimes in the midst of losing, you have to just hang your head on knowing I've put in the time, I'm going to stick with the game plan, I've got to be flexible and make adjustments certainly, but trust the process.
Cleveland on defense. New York moving the ball around. Randall surveying the D. 6 to shoot. Robinson passes to Smith. Off target from three-point range. And Love's got the ball here for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Here's Sexton. And Sexton slams it in.
Well, just 6'2", but the vertical for Colin Sexton. Nicely done. Well, not an easy act to follow if you're Cedi Osman, right? You are taking over for LeBron James, one of the greats in the game, but I love his confidence.
Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Always better to be lucky than good when it comes to offensive rebounding. Unless you're as good as he is, then those tip-ins are all about skill.
Now, here's Garland. 54 seconds left in the first quarter. From 12 feet out, basket counts.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time, Greg. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens. Well, the defense daring him to shoot, and he makes them pay for their disrespect.
Thompson outside. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Here's Osman. From outside the arc, Robinson pulls it in. Barrett kicks to Smith. Smith missing again.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
Well, it's hard to imagine that the play was designed to go in that direction. Boy, I'd be surprised if we see that again.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. New York ahead, leading by a point. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And looking at what we've seen from the Knicks so far, what do you guys think?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Yeah, the defense hasn't been there. They are getting hammered on second chance opportunities.
Cleveland with the ball. They trail by 1. And a trying summer for the New York Knicks fans after trading away Porzingis. They were hoping to get a big-name player in free agency, Greg, and they didn't.
You know, shocking they refused to offer the max to Kevin Durant. I mean, there were concerns with the Achilles, but instead he ends up in Brooklyn. Combine that with fans' disappointment at missing out on Zion Williamson, and the saga continues.
And so in the game for the Cavaliers, hands out there with Kevin Love. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. Then it's Porter. And it's Windler in at the 3 slot. And so Clarkson will bring it up for Cleveland. On the wing, Porter. Connects from three-point range. Porter's got the lead up to 2 now for the Cavs.
This offense just continues to impress.
Here's Smith. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Well, that requires a level of concentration, and Dennis Smith Jr. so skilled at keeping his balance.
The Knicks shooting their first free throw of the game. Alonzo Trier's checked in for Reggie Bullock. And Cleveland also making a change. Cedi Osman, he's checked in for Kevin Love.
This is an area where Dennis Smith Jr. is working on, right? As the primary ball handler, you have to be able to make your free throws.
Outside, Porter. It's rebounded by New York. Smith outside. And here in the second, with about a minute and a half gone by, it's good. Smith's got 5 points in the quarter.
Boy, have they gotten hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
Always going up for the alley-oop here.
Sees his man, has the angle on the interior, and drops a dime right there.
One second left. And the last second attempt does not go in for him.
Clarkson using his combination of size and speed to affect the shot. That's really good defense.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Knicks lead by 1. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. For the Knicks, the first quarter was pretty even. They were able to squeeze ahead by the end of the period with just a 1-point lead. The second quarter was dead even in terms of their scoring output from both teams, and they still find themselves in a good position at the half. Taking a look at the Knicks, Kenny, what'd you think?
Well, I think they're feeling the energy of this hometown crowd. Sometimes you get a little complacent and comfortable in your surroundings, but no, they fed off adrenaline in the first half.
Shaq, how do you think Cleveland played?
They were really efficient, great approach offensively. Their shot selection was first rate. They were always working hard to get good looks. That can't change in the second half. They need to be just as well organized as they have been so far.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You gotta like what Dennis Smith has done in this game.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet.
And obviously, Doris, last year was a rough one for the Cavs. But if you're searching for bright spots, they did play fairly disciplined basketball.
I think you're right, Greg. When you think of all the new faces, they were only 9th in the league in turnovers, 6th in personal fouls. They didn't give a ton away, but the problem is they couldn't create much on the offensive end.
Knox and Randall, they're the forwards. Barrett is out there with Smith. And it's Robinson in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the 5 for New York right now. Deft touch on the alley-oop.
And this is what they're asking for from Dennis Smith Jr. Keep your eyes up and be ready to make a play for your teammates.
Garland, the pass to Sexton. Garland with it. Here's the 3. And another 3 for Cleveland. Third quarter, guys, and this has been a neck-and-neck game.
Both teams getting it done defensively, as evidenced by the 8 lead changes thus far.
The pass to Robinson. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Wayne Ellington's checked in for New York. Alonzo Trier comes in for Dennis Smith. And then for Cleveland, Larry Nance is checked in for Love. And Porter subbed in for Jetty Osman. Now, here's Garland. He's guarded closely.
Hey, yo, right here.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, you think back to last season for the New York Knicks, worst team in the league. They could muster only 17 wins. But let's be frank here. This is an organization who knew the rebuild would be a process.
Shooting 2.
Throw good, Garland. So he gets them both. 90 seconds now into the second half. Pass to Randall. The shot comes out, and Cleveland will come the other way. Garland with it. He's got 7. We've got 13 seconds left to play in the third. 6 on the shot clock. Sexton deciding where to go with it. The Cavaliers again can't hit. And we've reached the end of the third. Cavaliers on top, up 4. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
And, Greg, nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Nance and Johnson are up front. Garland is out there with Jordan Clarkson. And it's Windler in at the 3, the small forward.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Oh, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
And that one good from Clarkson.
Well, very difficult to guard the floater. Jordan Clarkson, nicely done.
Now Ellington. Here's Randall. And Thompson sends it back. Here's Windler. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. The Knicks have gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. Three-pointer Ellington. No good on that one. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. Now, here's Garland. Ellington defending. Nance outside. And here's Clarkson. He takes the 12-footer and hits.
Timeout.
Clarkson's got the lead up to 10 now for Cleveland.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
New York calls timeout. They're trailing by 10. 24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Darius Garland.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
Trier from long range. And Henson pulls it down. And so it's Dellavedova. He'll bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. Now, here is Knight. So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, G, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.